Let's go! Breaking the Barrier podcast. This is episode 99. Closing in on the big one.
100.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
It is a lot. You know, I'll preface this episode with y'all are going to want to tune in to episode 100 because we have...
100.
Yes.
We're going to tackle our favorite topic, and that's exciting.
Yes, for sure. You're going to want to tune in to episode 100. It's exciting. So,
definitely.
The topic that we always allude to, like damn near every episode.
Yeah, we're finally going to hit it. Like,
we did before, right? With, what is it? Truth and Hoodification, that episode, right?
We just weren't able to flesh it out as long.
Yeah, and like time has passed and it's time to like really revisit that.
And I think it needed a two-parter then. So
yeah, for sure.
But here we are.
Episode 99. We did allude to you mentioned it the tail end of the last episode about how we didn't get into the whole vaccine talk with like the NBA.
Yeah.
This
is getting out of hand. Absolutely out of hand.
Bro. And we did kind of talk about it when we mentioned when we were getting into the Nicki Minaj tweets about what she was saying, and then we got into a bit of Kyrie's point when he was saying, "Take off yours." Right?
Oh my God, yo, that is still the most uncomfortable tweet. Could you imagine like meeting Kyrie in the alley? Yo, why don't you take off yours? I took off mine. Like, no, nigga. Like, get out of my face.
And and here's the thing. Like, as I mentioned, I rock with Kyrie, So, but when we were discussing that, I was saying, like, look, even whatever his intent was, like, that you got to read the universe, read the world that's
right.
And what's going on.
I think your fandom for Kyrie is akin to my fandom for the NFL and how you dislike it. Because this Kyrie nigga, he has never had any endearing qualities for me. And he's from Jersey, like I get it, but he's always just seemed like a problem child.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of things. I still hold on to the idea that a lot of
he's calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you take yours off? Did you take yours off? Did you take off yours? No, I still hold on to the belief that it's not solely his doing. He's not the sole driver of this. A lot of it has to do with media and like them like really crucifying him. That's my perspective.
That's Wale's argument too.
Right. But yeah, even then when we were talking about his tweet, like I was saying, look, it's still, even if he didn't mean it that way, right? Like you got to understand that people are going to read things a certain way, take things a different way. You have an influence, you have a platform. So there's some weight to what you say as a freaking NBA superstar. And now, in retrospect, like weeks since that happened, now it seems like maybe it was kind of related to COVID.
And he doubling down.
Yeah. So now it's like
tripling down.
So now I don't care.
And then like if LeBron got in trouble for getting the vaccine and telling people I don't care, you could like Kyrie, you kind of got to expect for people to be like, "Oh, you telling niggas not to get the vaccine." Like and I don't think we ever discussed the LeBron thing, but I agree with all the legends and everybody that's coming at LeBron for
we didn't talk about this. We should.
No, we never.
But Kyrie first, and then we'll jump into it. So Kyrie, what do you think of like? It hasn't changed your stance.
I was ahead of the
ahead of the curve.
I knew he was ready. I knew he was down with this anti-vax. Like, and dare I say that? Like, I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. What I have to lose? Like. My community in this anti-vax sentiment, I've been on this podcast the past things that was done to us, but it's not a targeted thing where they're like trying to give us the vaccine and no one else. The thought process that like this is just a ploy to kill more African Americans. They don't need help doing that. They've already done a successful job at making sure we're dead or non-existent. Or just some attack on us as a people.
Yeah.
This ain't that. Like, and I think it's being lost. That's really the basis of all the argument. Oh, you know what they do to us? Like, you know what it is. And it's like, bruh, no. That argument doesn't apply here.
Yeah.
Again, I say as, y'all need to get a life. But I say this as like, someone who's been vaccinated for majority of the time since the vaccine came out, and I got the J&J, which niggas told me was gonna make me grow arms and I was gonna die the next day. So, cause I got mine in legit Monday, like a hard mixtape. Them niggas said, "Yeah, we taking it off the shelf."
Yeah.
And then everybody's looking at me like, "Yeah, good luck, buddy." Like,
yeah.
But I don't like it. It's a Republican and a, how do I put this nicely? It's a Republican and a black community issue.
Oh, what do you mean? Like
those are the
causes?
two loudest voices saying no to the vaccine.
But to put and this is why I put it more on the fact that it was politicized rather than it being, because I think again which is like the age-old mantra, use black people as pawns and like have them dance around, do whatever the fuck that we want them to do. That's really
has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think that's
that
the
has
driver.
A lot to do. There's this nasty commercial going around in Jersey where it's black people just telling black people to take the vaccine. It is slightly uncomfortable. Like, I get the message behind it and the purpose, but it's very, very uncomfortable to watch. It fuels the, oh, they really want black people to take this. Because it's like this old black dude, like, come on, my people. It's time for us to, I'm like.
It's like if you want.
It's like me being in a commercial, like what I just said, being taken, and you could throw me right into that commercial, and I kind of match up with like, come on, brothers and sisters, we gotta get this vaccine, and by no means am I doing that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, the premise behind this anti-vax movement is being debunked at every point.
At every point, yes. Here's what I think is really driving it, like, which you were alluding to, is the fact that it was politicized. And
damn, I be alluding all day.
No, part of the whole political angle is the fact that there was just all this like misinformation like going around. I think that set the tone, right? And what's his name?
And it's still out there.
For sure. It's over. It's like we're too far gone now. Like, we're too past like being able to debunk like now it's like we're reacting. We should have been preventative.
Imagine if there's no social media, yeah.
Well, yeah, which we will get into
with the pandemic.
Oh my gosh,
we'll get there.
We'll get into that.
99
is something too. But no. So for real though, like what's his name? The actor Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
Who's a doctor. He's also a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proven
doctor. He said something so clearly, I think, on a recent talk show. I don't remember, one of those like Tonight shows or whatever. And he was saying that part of the onus is on the experts, and the experts in this case would be doctors, people in the medical field who actually know this shit, right? Mm-hmm. And he was saying something along the lines of like, I don't feel confident. I don't feel that we did a good enough job in like putting the clear message out there, like, look, this is something that's new. We weren't prepared for it, right? And we are learning as we go. Like, instead, it was just silence, and then it's just everybody coming in and, like, tossing their own fucking perspectives, and it's not coming from a doctor or a nurse or scientist. You know what I mean? Like,
it's coming from Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck and All these people who don't have degrees.
and they don't have degrees?
They're not doctors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're pop stars, not a doctor.
Yo.
But yeah.
Sure.
It was just funny that Angelina was like the first to catch a stray. So random.
She been pulling in strays her whole life. You see how she just went? Never mind.
Well said. Pulling in strays.
listen, y'all about to get 99.
99.
Yo,
you know,
everybody about to get this clip.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yo.
But yeah. So just back to Kyrie, like, yeah, I cannot subscribe to what he's doing right now.
What he's doing?
Like, and it has to be like
terrible.
He has to be told that, like, look, like, people are dying. I just don't. I'll never, and I say the same thing.
Oh, I see. You see my hands start.
But I say the same thing
mad.
all the time. Like, I just will never understand how people can disregard all the deaths that have been happening this whole time.
I think we just forget, because there was a point where the toll stayed on TV.
Yes.
Like, you couldn't on Twitter. That shit was in the corner. Like, all right, we going up. I don't know if you saw. Oh yeah, you did see clickbait. Like, that little ticker in the corner?
Yes.
That's what COVID was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, because niggas is back outside, it's going to get real again when it gets colder. And then we're going to have a lot more deaths, unfortunately. And people are going to start feeling it's going to start hitting home again.
Yo.
Because more people are going to be in confined spaces. It's going to just, nobody's going to be outside living their best life. And you, real quick before I promise this is not a tangent, like, going to go far. But I just want to say, all you people out there drinking in the clubs and in the bars and shit, like, it is super irresponsible because y'all get drunk and masks come off. Everyone's hugged up and it's like, y'all drinking off each other. It's nasty. And trust me, I'm washed. I don't go nowhere. I don't like, the only time I see this is Instagram and all the videos y'all post because y'all living y'all best life. But I just feel like if people cared about other people, that's the bottom line. Like, if we cared more about other people,
yeah,
as opposed to ourselves, this would not be as big an issue as it is.
For sure. It all comes back to empathy, right?
I care about my black people, so I won't be vaccinated, so they won't be able to infect me with something that's gonna. What does that do for the next person though that has pre-existing shit that can't catch COVID or they're out of here?
Andrew Wiggins said.
Oh my God.
He said, I guess we don't own our own bodies.
Do you go this hard for abortion rights?
COVID is killing people. I don't get it, yo. COVID is killing people. So, sorry, get over yourself. You want to be a part of the community? You have to fucking adhere to community standards so that we all can fucking thrive. Don't be so fucking selfish that you're...
And in the same
how
vein,
arrogant. It's so arrogant.
I want you to be out here defending women's rights the same fucking way.
Right. That's so true.
If you're so concerned about owning our bodies and making sure we can do whatever we want with our... Every single time there's an abortion hearing, I want Andrew Wiggins to tweet about it and be standing outside the fucking courthouse.
Which I don't think he will be there.
Of course not. Because it's the cool thing to say. It's a bunch of these young fucking athletes, and I call them young because half of them 19, 20.
They are.
And guess what? I'm 30, so you niggas are little niggas to me. Like, you have to...
And you're young. We're young.
Yeah. And
Kyrie is 29. He's young.
Bro, the mental disparity between us and 20-year-olds...
Oh, well, yeah. That goes without saying.
Nigga, it is completely different.
Of course.
I feel like I'm 40 years older than these niggas. And it's the craziest thing because... And then... Just to point out what... LeBron saying, yo, I did it, but feel free to do what you want with your families and shit. Like, But, like, how irresponsible are you? That you don't want to get on the bad side of your of the fans who may turn against you.
And your peers.
Or the peers that'll turn against you because you want everyone to like you. This is a stance where it should not matter who likes you and who doesn't.
It's about right and wrong.
Period.
And yeah, so like, because when that news first came out about LeBron, right? Like, and he was, how his stance was, look, I can't speak to, people's like preferences about like when it comes to their bodies and things like that. And then the reporter doubled down and he was like, well, don't you feel like, it would be a good opportunity for you?
Don't you not want to be a pussy?
Isn't it a good opportunity for you to like kind of step forward and like speak on behalf of those who are vaccinated and that you should do it? And then he was like, no, I'm not comfortable. Initially, when I saw that, I was like, damn, like LeBron, because it's true, he's constantly at the forefront, placed into it, and he has to be the spoken leader. That's how it is.
It's your job, buddy.
And that's the thing. So like I kind of had to get out of that set of like feeling like sympathy toward him and like, yo, the facts are the facts. And like it's too important for you to say something rather than just like be very indifferent. That was what he was saying. He was being very indifferent.
You crowned yourself the king? Nigga. This is your kingdom then.
King shit though.
Make a royal decree. You niggas need to get vaccinated. There's not what sense does it make LeBron James? And he wears purple and gold. So my loyalty to LeBron, as long as he's in that purple and gold, might as well be Kobe status. Mm-hmm. My nigga, you really are going to sit here and tell me that you would get the vaccine and say, oh, Andrew Wiggins, you can decide whether or not you want to get it and have him defend you in a game. Is that really what you want to do?
Right.
Are you really protecting your family then? Y'all got guys that can't play half of their home games.
Well, that's the case for Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie is like, are we supposed to be okay with him being a part-time player?
Oh, and that whack-ass fine that y'all came up with, that's pocket change.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's when you're a part of the community, like if you really want to be a part of the community, then you need to subscribe to doing community shit and caring about the health and well-being of the community. And when there's a global pandemic and COVID is fucking just ramping up and just ravaging through the fucking neighborhoods, how do you not care to address it? And how are you this arrogant that you feel that, oh, I'm so healthy, because that's one of the ignorant perspectives, like, oh, I'm so healthy and like, I work out and I'll be good, I'll be fine. Nah, bro.
We gave the NFL so much hell and heat for how behind they were in social justice change and shit. And for them to be ahead in this COVID battle.
Are they?
Bruh. 98% of the league.
That's pretty good. Well,
because they weren't playing with these niggas.
And it's worth noting though that the NBA, the NBA is 90% vaccinated, which is it's a very high number. But like, it's still those people who aren't.
Superstars are not should not be telling people.
That's the thing.
Let's not call Andrew Wiggins a superstar. Let's relax. But.
He had a good year. He had a good year last season. Yeah. But still, no, I get what you're saying, because like it's still loud, and those people who have that perspective are very loud, and these people who are misinformers are looking for anybody like that with some sort of platform and influence to really amplify their voice, and that's just the reality. So like that's why we really hear them when they say this stupid shit, like, oh, I guess we don't own our own bodies then. Oh, God. How are you that arrogant? Crazy, man. But what else? Okay, comparatively. So you said what? The NFL is high 90s?
Let me Google it.
Yeah, if you can find that, great. But, like, in the meantime, I will say the WNBA, 99%. 99% from jump. They were so quick to get vaccinated. Salute to them.
As of August 26th,
which is, a while ago.
That's like a while ago. It was at 93% amongst its players and above 99% amongst its staff members. As of September 11th, it is at 98%, and all of its staff members have been vaccinated.
Wow. Okay. Guess what? Guess who we're crediting that to? You already know. You already know. Hove does it again.
Hove does it again, nigga.
The kid from Marcy.
All them niggas text, this is Hove.
Let's get vaccinated, guys.
That's it.
Oh, man. So, I don't know if I'm clear enough, because I am a Nets fan. Die hard, bro. But I cannot rock with this. I cannot. And they need to. He should not play. He should not play until he's vaccinated. Period.
You know me. Ship his ass out of town. I'm like.
I know you don't care. You don't care.
Yo, no, I'm like that. Even with the Lakers, whoever don't send them home. They can't play with us no more. Trade them. I'm over it.
And now it's too late for LeBron to say something, right? Because he missed the boat.
And they got him in the sharpshooter.
No, I'm just saying,
if he say something now, he tapped out. That's it.
Okay. Well, here's another point I wanted to make. Karl Anthony Towns, he has been through fucking hell during COVID. He's been through hell. He's lost
his mom.
I can't even count on how many freaking hands. How many family?
Though,
he lost his mom
immediately,
and a handful of other family members to
and
COVID.
Low-key people blame Rudy Gobert for killing his mom.
Well, that's just crazy. But Rudy Gobert, low key, saved the world and shit. Because honestly, he was the example, and everyone was like, okay, everybody run.
Now
and
niggas
hide.
could catch it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's fucking. We need to stop. That was really the starting point of the pandemic, in my view, right? In the mainstream view, March 10, 11.
I will tell you one thing. That picture of him touching all the mics lives in my brain. It is the one defining moment in COVID for me.
Yeah, it really is. It's so telling. I think when it's all said and done, and there's this, I don't know, a fucking saga, movie, Netflix, whatever, on COVID. That's going to be one of those.
I don't even know how you do it. It's got to be a series.
It's got to be a series, yeah.
You can't. I don't even know how you. Well, we don't know how it ends. So,
will it end? We don't know.
Will it end?
I don't know. But that was a pretty crazy image. Him being.
I like how all the TV shows are banning masks and shit. When COVID first came out, everybody on TV had a mask on and shit like that. Now. Nobody has masks on in none of the scenes. It's just yeah.
I mean, I guess they have the mandatory vaccinated. Yeah.
But the whole family, I don't got one person. It's more realistic to me to have a character or two that are anti-vax and got the mask. Because certain people, Kramer would definitely be an anti-vaxxer.
He would.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
This is still on topic, but completely different turn. In some of the best shows, who would be the anti-vaxxer?
Okay.
So in Friends.
I was thinking of Friends too.
Chandler to me would be
anti-vax?
Of all of them, I think Chandler and Phoebe would be the
Phoebe has Kyrie woke.
She's too
sort of
woke,
vibes.
and I think that'll be part of the issue.
Yeah.
And with Chandler, I think he's so he never really stated none of them really stated their political views, but I think Chandler was he gives me hardcore Republican vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it would be
you've seen
a point of contention.
He has 10 sweater vests.
Yeah. And your job is some shit that we can't pronounce. That just screams.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm trying to think of other shows.
Well, Fresh Prince. I mean, they were technically a Republican family. Right?
Yeah. I think Hillary would probably be anti-vax.
Well, Carlton maybe.
Carlton most definitely. And Uncle Phil might be anti-vax. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Because of his constituents and being a judge and shit. Oh, that's great. Can you imagine? Like,
oh man, and
some
then
of our favorite characters,
yeah,
anti-vaxxers.
It's and that's the thing with like social media, which we're about to get into. But like with social media, like now we see everyone's status and like how they feel about shit, and so now we kind of like judge them on stuff, right? And that will be what we get into next episode.
Right. Yeah, and Tony Soprano would totally be an anti-vax.
Really?
What?
Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it more than a lot of diehard Soprano fans. Okay. I think the expectation was seeing Tony Soprano life as a child, but they delved more into his uncle Dickie Moltisanti and kind of showed how that background life shaped Tony's upbringing. Mm-hmm. So it was more about the background people in his life than him.
Yeah.
And then you can watch the movie and go into The Sopranos, like season 1, episode 1, and be like, I get it. I get Tony a little bit more. But then I heard they're going to do a sequel to the prequel that follows Tony in his 20s.
Oh. Okay. Oh, listen to this. So Kareem, and we're just all over the place, but
why not?
Kareem slams LeBron. I hate when people have this fucking headline. Slams.
They do that because it's basketball.
Slam dunks.
Everybody slam dunks.
He said, I admire him and have affection for him, but this time LeBron is just plain wrong, and his being wrong could be deadly, especially to the black community. So true. Yo, LeBron really is.
So I feel like I just said that 10 minutes ago.
On some king shit, like, people really look up to this guy. And rightfully so. He's an incredible role model for kids, for people of all ages. He does all the right things. He always stands up for what's right. This was a misstep. This is a misstep.
A complete misstep. Terrible.
And I do rescind what I said before. You can. It's never too late to just speak up and like, I was wrong, and this is what we should get vaccinated. And like, yo, these people saying like, oh, I did research. You didn't do research. Like, the research is done by the scientists, the experts, the doctors, the nurses.
What research did you do? Independent social media research? Like, you read a couple posts on Facebook.
That's like, yeah, yo. People need to stop that.
Were you in the labs? And I'm gonna stretch this point again. Y'all are bitching about Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. I want the next time you guys go to take your flu shots that you've taken for years upon years, decades upon decades, to look down and see that these same people who have created the fucking COVID vaccine are the same people who create and administer the flu shot. Therefore, if they wanted to infect you with anything, it would have been done already.
It's already done. You guys are idiots.
It's done.
Yo, you have a Big Mac. You have a Big Mac every day. You have a Big Mac every fucking day of the week. You gotta
make it personal.
I'm just saying, like, now let's get into the food that we eat. So what? We all vegans now? We vegans?
Oh no. I think being vegan isn't all that healthy. Because there's mad research on that, and I've actually seen it.
Take that, vegans. No, I mean, I feel like in any sort of lifestyle that you subscribe to, moderation.
Too much of one thing is
anything in moderation is like, that's the key. That'll determine if you're healthy, unhealthy. Addiction, things that you really just like become reliant on, dependent on. That like, and there are chemicals, there are things that you eat. You know, it's like you have to factor that in. I mean, yeah. So anyway,
Anywho,
Kareem, salute. The dude is great. He's awesome. He's always.
And he's been doing. First of all, and if any
about
of
this.
you niggas got anything to say,
yeah,
this nigga's been on the front line fighting for social justice.
Everything.
For his entire life.
LeBron before LeBron. Let's keep it above. And he had to endure like the tough decades.
Oh, and he was a nigger. Like
the decades of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all don't know.
So
y'all better
true.
ask somebody.
And if you just like see him and like he's just
Yo,
like
he's so humble.
He's so humble.
He looked like
gracious.
Yo, he looked like the old dude that could sit across the street from your crib on a stoop and just like no mad shit, and you just walk past him and he like, hey young fella, make sure you stay up. Like he just that guy. Like you don't even think he's this legend basketball player who's done so much for the world.
Barrier breaker. 100%.
Complete barrier breaker.
Like absolutely.
And a Laker.
And a Laker. As of right now, the all-time leader in scoring in the NBA. Yeah. So,
and niggas like LeBron shouldn't be able to break that. If you don't want niggas to get fully vaccinated, you
better say something. You trying to be the leader? You better say something.
You be a leader. You better say something.
They're so unrelated.
Y'all niggas lucky. Kobe, y'all lucky. Kobe was here, bruh. He had a lot of you niggas.
Kobe would be so on the front lines of like, hey, get vaccinated. Yeah, 100%.
He'd be on your ass, dropping 81 in y'all inboxes every day.
And just refer back to this real quick, because I feel like it's always a good time to remind people who really like look up and idolize Kobe. If you're really about that, then you wouldn't be talking shit about the WNBA. You wouldn't be talking down on them. You wouldn't be like being an asshole to women. You wouldn't be like that, because that's what he subscribed to. That's what he committed to on like the final 6-7 years of his life.
Right. That was like his death was surrounded by just women. Like women's basketball was his life by the time of his death.
For sure.
It to the point where it killed him. Like if we look at the logistics of the whole situation, the nigga was on his way to
a game.
Like
a game.
A women's basketball game. Well, girls, you get the point. Like
it was the girls team was there, like members of the girls team, yeah. And for y'all to like just turn the other cheek and like just talk shit about like the WNBA sucks, like they're trash, blah 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 blah. It's. Do you have sisters?
Right, it's all good.
Do you have a mother? Like you just like talk shit about them like this. It's just nuts to me. But hey, man. So where does the podcast stand on getting vaccinated? Do it.
Do it.
Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing, please.
Do it. Don't make me pull out that vote or die commercial that Diddy had niggas in.
Vote or die?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Die. Vaccinate or die.
I remember when he would walk around and he would be on like MTV and shit. That big ass white tee
with the shirt,
like,
yeah.
Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Like shit. All right.
Then
and then he's like,
shout out to Juvenile. We didn't forget, vax that ass up.
Yeah, vax that ass up, man.
Y'all had Juvenile come out of retirement
to sing,
remake, back that ass up, and y'all still won't get vaccinated.
Yeah, seriously. Karl Anthony Towns, like, he's just the perfect example of someone that who's gone through fucking hell during COVID. Look at him. He's your peer. This shit is not, you're not indestructible. Cat is a freaking young 20-something-year-old, and he went through shit. Like, he lost, I don't know how many pounds. No, but salute to him. I don't even know how he's, like, kind of managed to deal with that, Prayers and strength and,
God
willpower.
Is how he is
social media, here we go. Facebook and IG, gone ablaze. What happened? It's as if it's never happened before, guys. Like, IG, I feel like...
This was just the longest outage.
It was the longest outage, right. Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp, pretty much...
It was like 6 hours.
Everything Facebook touches was, like...
Everything Mark Zuckerberg is in charge of.
Inaccessible for 6+ hours. And it was a big
deal. Worldwide, by the way.
Worldwide, and during like peak, during the day of U.S.
Yeah.
Right? So, and we're the ones who matter the most, right? So, but I'm not going to act
niggas
like...
in Australia was probably asleep.
That's the thing. Like, if we were asleep, it wouldn't have been a big deal. So, but like, IG is down all the time. Like, for real. It really is. It's down, like, once a week. And then it's always the same fucking thing. It's down. It's like not refreshing or whatever. And then you go to Twitter and then you try to see what's going on.
Right. And then everybody on Twitter is like, yeah, we down over here.
Yeah.
But we back on Twitter. Like I saw this meme and it was like the forgot your password link.
Yeah.
And it was the video of Big Boy. He's like, I know it ain't who I think it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yeah.
Bang.
I was kind of hoping that Facebook and Instagram never came back.
Never came back.
I just want to know. I'm very curious to see how what the world looks like a week without it.
Yeah, but see, this is different, right? Because like we've had this conversation before about like, you know, if every so and so weeks or months, or even like once a year, there's a moment where there's no social media access, and then we jump back on it. But this time, it was like stripped from us.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
and it's different. If it never came back from that would be devastating for people.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, what does it look like now?
Like what happens?
Like, what does the world look like without these things? Like, if just Twitter is the main, like, the only source of social media. And you got to think about it, like, you can only go based on who you follow, right? So, like, your world scope is skewed in terms of, like, because Twitter, they can tell you what's trending. But with Instagram, you got visuals, you got the popular page, you got all kinds of stupid shit. And then with Facebook, you got, like, family that you don't really talk to, but, like, it's your cousin. So, like, you keep abreast with people that way.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you feel like you don't talk to this person, you see major milestones, it reminds you when their birthday is. Like, so, you know, you can, hey, happy birthday. Mm-hmm. Like, love you, keep it moving. But without that, what does it turn into? Like, how many birthdays do you forget? like what milestones do you miss?
But yeah, social media, like if it was stripped from us and like it never came back, honestly, I think, you know, because it's not going to be on some like Thanos shit, like as if we forget that they exist. Well, even the Thanos, we knew that they existed, but like I think they would just create a new type of Instagram, which I want. I want an alternative to Instagram. I do.
Yeah.
If there's gonna be something that has the same sort of features, picture focused, photo focused, and then, you know, caption, this, that, and the third, and like those sort of functions, then I just don't want to be associated with the Facebook network. I just don't. Like,
no, I get that.
Like, yeah,
I get that.
But a world of social media where it's just Twitter, it's kind of fire.
I'll put it. That's 2012 for me.
Yeah, it kind of is like back in the day. So
it was like 09 to 2012 was like it for me on Twitter.
09
I think
to
it was
2012.
a lot of people. It was like the spot.
Yeah.
When Diddy and Ashton Kutcher was trying to fight to see who got the million first, it was like,
are you serious?
Out here, like, let's get it. I think Ashton Kutcher won, obviously, because he's white. But like, it's
Ashton Kutcher beat Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know a lot of people that like hit makers. Like the hitmen, this like
yeah. I played a part in the breakup of Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher.
You did and not age?
In tandem.
Okay. Okay, I'm rolling.
Well, so here's what happened, right? I'm doing an event. I'm at an event, and we're at Cartier. All right? Cartier. Shout out to Cartier, apparently. But
send some glasses.
I was with these guys. It was an event that was focused on, like, you know, promoting the nonprofit way and volunteerism, things like that. And then Demi Moore was there. She was like the featured person. So it was like, so I spoke and then Demi Moore spoke. And then after the event, like, we're at Cartier and I'm like legit like kicking it with her and we're picking out jewelry for Ashton Kutcher.
Oh.
And then guess what happens a week later?
You picked up the wrong jewelry.
Yo, literally like a week or two after, I feel like that's when the headline came out that they're getting a divorce.
Well, she went home and couldn't stop talking about the Filipino kid that helped her pick out the jewelry.
Hey.
You know she like him young.
I'm just saying.
Hey. Why not? Let it fly.
Yeah. There's if you Google, I'm somewhere there in the universe with Demi Moore. There's some random photo there. I promise you. But anyway, so yeah, shout out to Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. I mean, well, yeah, they're together now. So yeah, so. And then separately, shout out to Demi Moore and Bruce
and
Willis
out to Diddy.
And Diddy.
And I think he's dating Bow Wow's baby mom now. So shout out to them.
Wow. Okay.
Well, shout out to you celebrities.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Seriously. Nor do you want to, because you're married and committed and, you're in love. You know?
Yep.
That's great.
We good over here.
Good for you, bro. Happy for you. So yeah, social media, that was crazy, and I was kind of it's the age-old question of like, what is life like without social media? Today.
And I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know, and it's part of it's infused in our culture and like today and like what modern society is. So like it's fucking impossible. It's always gonna be around. There's always gonna be an Instagram. If Instagram goes, there's gonna be another one. So, what are you gonna do, bro?
Shit.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know if like drove people crazy though, like the people who are really like on there like nonstop and reliant. Yeah, because those people exist. That must have been killing them. What song is that? Nice. Okay, that's Fab.
Yep.
Okay, but why?
Oh.
What?
You be killing them.
Oh. Okay. Wait, why?
It was killing them.
Oh. Boom.
You can make a whole remix of that shit.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. So, I think we're good, right?
All right. Yeah, we good. Next pod, y'all.
Well, 99 and all this sort of stuff. Again, real quick, what's coming up, Will?
Episode 100.
Whoa. This is such a weird.
We just gonna go 1, 0, 0.
But you just did it. You just did it. You did the same thing.
Yeah, but there's not in succession like that. You
went two directions. So now that's a different.
Oh, I got a gangbang going on.
Yo, we're done. All right.
Next pod, y'all. Tune into the next one. You don't want to miss it. Because if you do, cheers.
Yeah, you're gonna want to tune in.
Special announcement next week.
For sure.
Tune in.
All right.